Good morning, everybody. Didn't really notice you. I welcome you to this controversial but highly reflective presentation in pecha kucha style. We will do 20 slides, me and my colleagues. So enjoy and reflect as well.
So, David, what did you learn in the course of modern global history?
Well, I mean, we learned lots of stuff. We learned about conceptual history or Begriffsgeschichte, as you would call it, and about the temporalization and the spatialization, and of course about the subtle side of Koselleck, our famous.
Are we ready to read our essays? Does anybody want to volunteer?
Could we maybe do lottery?
Of course we can do the lottery. We can pick between the numbers 1 and 1. Which one do you want?
One.
Well, it's you, Anna. You read your essay. Thank you
Aw.
very much. Nan, tell us the differences between universities in China and Aarhus University.
The main difference is the canteen. I cannot study in a Chinese canteen, but I can study here, and anytime here we can have discussions. And also the food in Chinese canteen is warm, but not here. It's cold. It's salad. It's cold.
The leaders, who for many years were the head of French armies, have formed a government. This government, alleging our armies to be undone, agreed with the enemy to stop fighting. But has the last word been said? Must hope disappear? Is defeat final? No.
And this Amartya Sen, the whole time I was writing the essay, I thought it was a she, and by the time I ended the essay, I looked into Google, and it was a man. Development is freedom. Who ever thought of that?
Global civil society manifests a previously unknown human capacity to self-organize on a planetary scale with an unprecedented
Wait.
inclusiveness,
Go a little bit slower.
respect for diversity, shared leadership, individual initiative, and a deep sense.
You again. What popped in my head? Greece. Have you thought about Greece recently? Isn't it we should think of ourselves as European partners and not as the master and the slave? And the rhetoric part is the most important in this discussion.
Father Rainer Koselleck, the father of conceptual history. We heard a lot about different concepts, the civil society, die bürgerliche Gesellschaft, oder die Société civile, also good governance and Innerlichkeit and Äußerlichkeit. Very interesting topics indeed.
The difference between the universities in China and here is not only just about the canteen. It is when it comes to academic thingy. Here it's more liberal. You have more freedom. You can swap your courses. You can choose. In China you cannot do that. Maybe you can choose, but it's very limited.
Believe me, I speak to you with full knowledge of the facts and tell you that nothing is lost for France. The same means that overcome us can bring us to a day of victory. For France is not alone. She is not alone. She is not alone. She has a vast empire behind her. She can use without limit the immense industry of United States.
But this goes into a much wider problem, that with this historian's name. Jürgensmeyer, Chakrabarti, Schulz Forberg. I wonder if, when you're born with this kind of name, if you are born to be a historian.
So this is now really a long quote. Civic cosmopolitanism then is not just a discourse, but the official identity of the global neoliberal regulation of daily life. Hope that was okay. Feedback as usual, 1 week.
Of course.
Seriously? Okay, one last thing I want to address. Russia. We should talk about Russia. What are your inputs? What are my inputs? Don't we think of Russia as a subjective sphere and not as we should treat it objective?
What was the purpose of all this course we had? I think it was relevant because we moved away from Eurocentrism and methodological nationalism, and we now see a more clearer picture of global history as we have not seen before if we took this course in school, and this has been a benefit for us.
Do you miss eating duck?
Are you a member of the Communist Party?
Why you have small feet?
Are there toilets in China?
Hey, what are your communist number in China?
Why are you not yellow in your face?
You Chinese don't drink milk, right?
You Chinese don't eat cheese.
I am a human being first, then I'm a Chinese.
Destiny of the world is here. I, General de Gaulle, currently in London, invite the officers and the French soldiers who are located in British territory or would come there with or without their weapons. Whatever happens, the flame of the French resistance must not be extinguished. Vive la France.
Of course, after all this time, the answer was... That's good. What? Seriously? Buy my book, for God's sake.